ask you about background checks, because the mayor referred to the polling. 90% of Americans want universal background checks. Here is this survey from Quinnipiac this week. Among those people who own guns, 85% support. Are you thwarting the will of the American people by standing in opposition to universal background checks?
No, not at all, because here's the thing. The whole thing, universal checks, is a dishonest premise. There's not a bill on the Hill that provides a universal check. Criminals aren't going to be checked. They're not going to do this. The shooters in Tucson, in Aurora, in Newtown, they're not going to be checked. They're unrecognizable. NRA supported the National Instant Check System on dealers.
That was the reference to 1999 when you testified.
Yeah, we're $1 billion into this system now. It's not fair. It's not accurate. It's not instant. It's not instant. The mental health records are not in the system, and they don't prosecute any of the criminals that they catch. It's a speed bump for the law-abiding. It slows down the law-abiding and does nothing to anybody else.
But why not try to create a system where you could have a better opportunity to trace a gun that was used in a crime, even if it's not 100%. I mean, if you have, because you've used such incendiary language, the idea that there's going to be a federal registry, which does not exist today, on legal gun owners, even though Dick's Sporting Goods and others participate in this.
We've been trying for 20 years, and the NRA is up on the Hill right now trying to get this existing system on retail dealers to work. But here's what they want to do. They want to take this current mess of a system and expand it now to 100 million law-abiding gun owners. Every time a hunter wants to sell a shotgun to another hunter in Kentucky, every time a farmer wants to sell a rifle to another farmer, they want to make them go somewhere. Where are they going to go down? To a Walmart? Is Walmart going to want to see them walk in the door? The local police station? Are they going to want to do it? There's going to be a bureaucracy. There's going to be a diversion of police resources.
But isn't that preferable to a big loophole where you have all the 40% of sales, private sales, one-on-one, where you've got no ability to trace it?
Here's the loophole. Society, the HIPAA laws, the mental health laws, the medical records, the Latham lenses, the shooters in Aurora, the shooters in Newtown, they're unrecognizable. They're not going to be in the system. Who is going to be in the system? You and me. And our names are going to be in the system. There is going to be a list created. That list will be abused. Some newspaper will print it all. Somebody will hack it. There will be a registry. The Obama's own Justice Department says they want a registry on this thing.
But you've been negotiating with some on Capitol Hill, like Senator Manchin. Is there any kind of background check you'd be willing to support, or at least not oppose actively, that could allow this to pass?
We want to fix the existing system on retail sales because our people are the ones that are going through it and are getting delayed. It doesn't work. Nobody gets prosecuted. It's completely ineffective. And the NRA wants to do things that makes people safe, which is, and I've been talking about it, I know the media doesn't want to talk about it, is putting security in schools, armed security.
Wayne, you keep saying that. Every time you've been here, we've talked about it, and I'm going to talk about it in a minute, but I just want to nail down this point because I think it's significant. Are you prepared to support something that would have some kind of background check pass Congress?
We are working on a bill right now that will hopefully at least get the records of those adjudicated mentally incompetent and dangerous into the check system that applies on dealers. Most of the states still do not even do that. We need to see if we can get that done. We're looking to get better enforcement of the federal gun laws. We're working on laws to beef up the penalties on straw purchases and illegal trafficking, which we want prosecuted. Look, we're 5 million families. We're 80,000 law enforcement families. We're 11,000 law enforcement trainers. We want to make people safe. That's what the NRA does every day.
You've opposed the assault weapons ban